Graham here, living the dream in April 2022, and we're in rural Tennessee, or should I say even more precisely, eastern rural Tennessee. So it is early afternoon. Tom and I have been working all morning, but this afternoon we're heading over to do some shopping at an outlet mall, and then we are going to a stampede, whatever that is. I've got no clue. I just know that it is an event. There is a 4-course dinner included, and yeah, we're just gonna go along and see what this stampede has to offer, and of course we're going to bring you with us here on YouTube. What happened to your tree, Tom? He doesn't know.
Oh.
It was.
It had some decay on the backside, and the forestry guy said, yeah, it's probably going to fall at some point. And last night was some point. It was probably 2/3 alive and a third dead, but fortunately it all fell this way.
So allegedly a storm went through last night. I was clearly sleeping the sleep of the dead. I didn't hear it, but it took this tree with it. And right now I've got a picture of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Tennessee style with Tom, the lead character in this particular movie, in my head with a chainsaw the size of Texas.
Nervous about coming down, and every new heartbreak hurts a little more.
Anyway, back to Thursday and our last couple of days here in eastern Tennessee. We're getting ready for the 90-minute drive to Sevierville, where both the Outlet Mall and Dolly Parton Stampede are located, and neither Squishy or Joby would be coming with us. Right, first of all, let's get into the car and head to Sevierville.
And every new heartbreak hurts a little more than the last time around. Made a lot of half-hearted.
And as we left the highway, we started to approach the beautiful, gorgeous Smoky Mountains. And the great news is we will be back in the Smoky Mountains tomorrow, and therefore in the next video, as we head to Gatlinburg and Anakeesta. So you know what to do if you want to continue to follow our adventures here in eastern Tennessee. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when our next video is published. And for this entire series, that will be every Thursday at 8 AM British summertime.
Last time around.
And our journey came to an abrupt end when the GPS was clearly giving us misinformation. But we were soon underway again, reverting to the phone for directions. And then we continued our drive along this winding and therefore very un-American road through the gorgeous Smoky Mountains. And as we got ever closer to the tourist mecca that is Sevierville, this lush mountain wilderness was about to give way to 21st century commercialized America. Sevierville couldn't have been more different than I expected. And tomorrow, and therefore the next video, we're going to take you to Gatlinburg. But for now, we're going shopping, which I'm afraid I took absolutely no video or photographs from, except of this massive star-spangled banner overlooking the car park. And soon enough, we'll be back in the car for the 5-minute drive to the Dolly Parton Stampede. And that meant us driving back through this tourist mecca that is Sevierville, Tennessee.
Doorstep again, and it's just so damn cold out.
And we passed the Dolly Stampede building on our left, but as typical here in the United States, we needed to do a U-turn, which was easier said than done in this traffic. And I suppose I should take a few minutes to try and explain what the Dolly Parton Stampede really is. For those of you who have visited Orlando, Florida in the past, you may have visited a theme park. And within the theme parks, there will be various exhibits or shows. Well, this is really just like one of those. The show tells the story of the early settlers as they conquered the West. It's very American and therefore it's very yee-haw. There are 2 shows a day and the tickets come with a 4-course dinner, which I think we were all a little bit nervous about at the start, but we needn't be. It was absolutely fantastic, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get into the show itself. So as Tom parks up, we're going to leave the GoPro in the car because I'm going to switch to using the iPhone for the rest of today's video.
Loitering out on a doorstep again.
We stood in line for only about 10 to 15 minutes before we arrived in what I could only describe as the holding area, where there were these large checkerboards, or what we call them here in the UK as draft board, where first of all Tom took out Fiona in only a matter of minutes, and then Star and Fiona took the rest of the night over their game.
My connotation is they're so nice that still no one's taking any from anyone else. Oh, there's a sacrificial.
And let me tell you this, guys, Star and Fiona's game went on for ages, but if my memory serves me right, I think Fiona did win in the end, but it was very, very close.
So I hit the ground running so hard, whittle my soul away. Try to keep my hopes up, but they keep falling down. And every new heartbreak hurts a little more than the last.
We're going to be entertained by cowboys and cowgirls and eating dinner with our hands.
Is that like Westworld?
Sort of, but they're not robots.
Right before this episode degrades even more, or the girls disown us, whichever comes first, you can see we're now in the auditorium, which for the purpose of the show is split into 2 halves, the north and the south. And guess what, guys? The south always wins.
I know you can get louder than that. I said, howdy, folks! That's more like it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Dolly Parton Stampede. My name is Jay Teeter, and I'll be your host for tonight's incredible event. Now, folks, tonight we settle a great regional rivalry, and we aim to settle it with the help of each and every one of you fine folks. So with that thought in mind, let's make some noise. On the count of 3, let me hear y'all. 1, 2, 3!
During the show, we were fed and watered. All soft drinks were provided, and our glasses kept full at all times. That included a soup, followed by a cornbread scone, then this entire chicken. The chicken was served with a baked potato, and a hunk of pork was added also. Dessert was a beautiful apple pie, and it was incredibly tasty. In fact, the whole meal well and truly exceeded our expectations. Right, I'm now going to shut up and share with you a number of clips from the Dolly Parton Stampede.
From sea to shining sea. this pot. We sure can't wait to fill our plates and get that fire hot. Woo! There you go. How about it? Yum, yum. Well, if you really like this meal, I'll tell you.
When it's right, you know, you don't. The right to life is a special trip. I'm on your side, won't let you slip.
South. It's hard to tell who's louder, that's agreed. Oh, you get north. Get back south.
As I said a few minutes ago, the South always seems to win, and before you ask, guys, yeah, we were in the North.
The heck was that? What kind of horses you got in there? Racing, chicken.
Oh yeah, man, you show him a can of Crisco and a frying pan, and buddy, you better look out. He gone. See? I know you get them legs warmed up. There you go. That's it. Hey, shake them tail feathers. Woo! Yeah. Bring it around.
East side and double from the south side now. Cheer them on, everybody!
Freedom they stay. Yet our land lies always. And let peace and beauty fill our hearts anew. And may we all stand up for you. May our thoughts and deeds be true. And be worthy of your stripes, red, white, and blue. These are colors I bring true to love and love and fear too. Oh, stand up, break tall, see justice for us all. The power be America, red, white, and blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, are you proud to be an American?
I did warn you that it was very American, and these photographs are from the official photograph pack from our visit to Dolly Parton's Stampede. Thanks for watching.
Last time around,